Hi, this is Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing the July reading for our Cancers. I'm starting with July because, or with Cancers because this is your birthday month, so that's the reason I'm starting with you guys this month, and we will get started. So I'm going to do a general reading, so general information for you for the month of July, and then also we'll be talking about your career and financial aspects for the month of July, health aspects for the month of July, and then finally your love relationships. And actually I'm getting relationships in general, and so they're going to just, they may be bringing in some other information about your other relationships as well for this time period. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm also a feng shui expert, and so sometimes I will bring in feng shui tips and advice, and I do have a blog that I write on with feng shui tips and other sort of energy information. So if you're interested in that, you can grab my free gift on my website. It's findingyourfiji.com. And you'll get your 9 fast feng shui fixes to attract abundance. Say that 9 times fast, right? A little bit of a tongue twister there. So let's go ahead and get started. So for the month of July, kind of our general aspects for Cancer, we have the 5 of Water. And the water cards, again, are all about the depth of emotion. Lots of times when water cards are coming up, you've got a pretty good balance here where you've got a water, earth, and fire, so there's a pretty good balance. But sometimes when the water cards come up, you're feeling more emotional than normal. And what I'm getting around this card is, you know, this is sort of the past, or what might be happening up until this point, things that you already know, things that you're already experiencing, is that maybe things are not turning out quite the way that you would have hoped. And part of this is you have to remember that everything that happens to you, it doesn't happen to you, it's happening for you. And so to know that there's always a gift and a message in that for you, so no matter what happens, there's always some sort of learning, right? That's what we're here for, is to learn. And so there's no reason to, as they say, cry over spilled milk, right? Because it is what it is, and now you have the opportunity to move things in a different direction if you're not liking the way things are turning out, and or you also have the opportunity to learn what you can from that situation, which expands your growth, your consciousness, and as well as the consciousness of all people. And so that's what we have with the 5 of Water, is really about, you know, taking the gift in whatever, finding the gift. There's always a gift. Find the gift in what has been happening. And so then we have the King of Earth, and the Earth cards are all about how you make your money and your financial aspects. It's also about what we need to do to be here on Earth, kind of the grounded type of things that we need to do. And the King of Earth is a duality card. So on the one hand, it's about a person, and on the other hand, it's about a circumstance or an event. And the King of Earth is really, you know, if you think of that Earth piece of things, they're very practical. Like they're very logical, practical, that type of person, and responsible, like they take care of things. They're also very generous, so that kind of goes in line with, you know, the Earth is generous, giving, right? And then the other piece of it is they do have more of a professional demeanor. And so this person, I'm getting for some of you this is a man, for some of you this is a woman that's in your life, and it's about bringing opportunities. So this is someone that's going to bring you an opportunity, and this is an opportunity that they're urging you to accept. And so when this card comes in, it's really about success. So the King of Earth is kind of the top of the Earth cards, and it is about a successful time, and it is about opportunities coming through, and that you can take advantage of those with confidence. So kind of step into those, if you will. And really it's about kind of having that magic wand right now, and it really is, you know, a time where whatever you do just turns out well. It's turning to gold. So it's a really good good month for you in July, as far as that goes. Okay, and then we have King of Fire, and the fire cards are all about passion and action. And again, King is sort of the top of these cards, sort of the end of that sort of phase. And what this is really about, so again, duality cards. So on the one hand about a person, on the other hand about a circumstance or an event. And what I'm getting around this person is they are someone that's going to help move your business forward, or your, I'm getting this is related to career. Move your career forward, move your business forward. And they are someone that has a lot of charisma. So when you meet them, you're like drawn to them. It's like that energy they have, right? And this is someone that is, very ambitious. They do have a lot that they want to do in life, and so they're very ambitious. They also are really good at motivating other people, and so they're good at, when they talk to people about something, the people are like, oh yeah, that sounds really good, I want to do that, right? So motivating people, or being inspirational, if you will, is that type of person. And this person is really going to help bring your business to the next level. And I'm getting that this is a... Actually, I'm getting that this is a woman for you in this circumstance, and so just kind of watch out for that person. And then the other side of this is really about it is time to focus. And so, and they say this word 3 times in this card, so focus, focus, focus. It's really about honing in on what it is that you want. So really focusing on what it is you want, and also what needs to be done. So not just what it is you want, but what needs to be done, and in a way that, like, things that you are getting nudges about. So it's not just like, oh, make a laundry list and this is all the things everyone wants, thinks you should do and all of that. It's not about that. It's about doing those things that you are being nudged to do. Okay, and kind of letting go of the other things that are not either not lighting you up, number one, or number two, you're not really having any motivation to do. So there is a distinction there. And then the other piece of this is about getting advice from someone, and certainly it can be this King of Fire that you're getting advice from. This person is very creative, so they have lots of out-of-the-box ideas for you. So that's someone that could be. And then the other part of it is time for you to step up as a leader. And so if you're not doing that yet, it's about communicating your vision. And the other piece that I'm getting around this is that you're sort of positioning yourself, if you will. So positioning yourself for the next level. So sometimes, how a runner like positions themselves before they take off, in the starting, if you're watching the Olympics, the starting position is they've got this kind of ready position. And that's really what they're wanting you to do here in the month of July, is get ready. Like get things in order and get ready to take off, right? Okay, so let's move on. We're going to go, this is going to be your career and financial aspects for the month of July for our Cancers. And this is an Archangel Oracle deck. It's a deck that I really, really enjoy using. And lots of, it's the archangels that come through, of course, because it's Archangel Oracle deck. But lots of really good information. So we're using that deck today for your career and financial aspects is what this is about. So we have the Clairaudience card. This is Archangel Zadkiel. And the Clairaudience, kind of like it, basically like it says, is you're getting information where you're hearing voices in your head, and it's not your own, it's your guidance voice, right? Your higher wisdom that's coming through. And this is really, they're wanting you to notice that guidance that's coming through for you and pay attention to it and follow it. And so, like I say, it's that nudges, but in this case, you're hearing it. You're actually like, it sounds like someone's talking to you, right? And some of you might be not quite there yet, so not quite hearing the words. So you might be having like buzzing in your ears or dizziness, that type of thing. And just know that it's, as you open to receiving that information, get yourself in a higher vibrational state, if you will, then the words will just come through. All of a sudden, it will be like with me, where all of a sudden I could just hear them loud and clear, like it was just like someone was talking to me. And so that is what they're wanting to let you know about the Clairaudience. And then we do have the Victory cards. So Victory, Archangel Sandalphon. I believe it's Sandalphon, yeah. Archangel Sandalphon. So this is the victory card. And so related to your career and finances, your prayers are being answered. You've been heard, and your prayers are being answered, and they just want you to know that now is a time to really shore up your faith. So really keep your belief high about what it is that you want, that you're able to get it, because anything that you dream and desire, you can have. That is truth. You can have whatever you dream and desire. You just need to get yourself in a place where you're open to receiving it, and then also where vibrationally you're at the level of that thing that you want. And so this is a really good card. The victory card obviously is a very good card about letting you know that things are coming to you, right? And then we have overcoming difficulties. This is Archangel Jeremiel. And this card is really about kind of letting you know that you are, kind of the worst is behind you, and that you are moving into a space of more bliss and more joy and better things. And so it just feels like you've had a lot of challenges. Like, so it's almost like a windy river, like you're, this way and that way and this way and that way. And you're wondering, like, where, am I getting where I'm going, or am I just like taking sidetracks all the time, right? I mean, that's sort of what it has felt like for you, is that it just feels like almost like, rabbit hole this way, rabbit hole that way. But it really is, if you think about an airplane, they're off course, what do they say, 99% of the time or something like that. And they do get where they're going, because they're always, even though they're going this way, then they're readjusting. They're going this way, and they're readjusting. And so that's kind of what you've been doing. And so you're overcoming the stuff that's coming up for you, or has been coming up for you. Okay, so let's move on, Cancers, to our, this will be for health for the month of July 2016. And this is just going to give you some guidance around what you need to know about health aspects for the month of July 2016. I can't believe it's July already. Where has the time gone? So Unconditional Joy card is coming up, and it's funny, the other day when I was doing a angel reading party here in the Twin Cities, this card came up, and what came through is that how much joy this person's animals brought to them. And so this is just what I'm getting around this is to really take advantage of appreciating everything that lights you up. So even if it's just a flower on the side of the road, or if somebody smiles at you, or you see a baby, or the puppies, of course, and kittens are always our furry friends are always there to lift us up into joy. And so just noticing and appreciating all those little things that are really the things that make you feel good, right? That's what we want to focus on. It's all about joy, and so focusing on those things that you do appreciate. And it's not that you necessarily ignore the other things, but if you maintain your focus on the things that you appreciate, the other things that you don't appreciate really do just tend to fall away, and they just kind of fade into the background, and then you're not having to deal with those things that you don't enjoy. So that's what they're getting at around that. And then the angels really want you to give them your cares and worries. So that's not what we came here for. We didn't come here to worry, and it's not really a productive, it's not a productive use of your time to worry. You're better off focusing on how you can shift the way that you're feeling in the moment, and about just letting go of that. So they really want, and I love the visual of just putting your cares and worries in a basket and letting them take them away, especially before you go to sleep, so that you can sleep well. That's really important. And they just, it's part of relaxing into the knowledge and the knowing that whatever worries and cares that you give to the angels, that they're going to take care of that for you, right? They're going to handle that. They're going to take care of that for you. And so just sort of letting go of that. I can't recall what book it was, but one of the things they were talking about was learning to water ski. And so when you get up, you get up your water skiing, but you fall down, people have a tendency to want to stay hanging onto that rope, right? And then it's dragging them through the water and they're swallowing water, and it's just not a good thing. So letting go is really important, especially in cases where you are worried or concerned or anxious. Is just kind of let go of that and let the angels take that for you. They love to do that. So the diet is important right now for you. And many of you have gone through a number of transitions in your diet, and this is yet another one. There's something else that needs to be pulled out of your diet that's just not working well with your system as your vibration is getting higher. And so paying attention to what is sort of causing you issues, whether it's your stomach feels upset or you're having to go to the bathroom more, or having gas, they're telling me. So anything like that seems to be, or you're not being able to go to the bathroom. That's the other part that's coming in. So yeah, they're being a little more graphic today than they normally are, which is, I think, is funny. But anyway, watch your diet and see what it is that may be causing you some issues. So in specifically watching the acidity of things. So like coffee, lots of times has acidity. There's just different things, and of course, sodas, all that kind of stuff that is just not. There's no nutritional value in it, right? None whatsoever. So they're just encouraging you not to put that stuff in your body. All right. So let's move on to the relationship piece, and this again is for Cancer for the month of July, and we'll see what is coming up around relationships. And again, they've kind of told me that this isn't necessarily all related to your romantic relationships. It may be, oops, they want that one. It may be, okay, they want to. I'm not going to argue with them, right? I won't argue. Just pull the cards. So let's see what we've got here. So we've got Angel Shanti. There's a pretty picture of, so these angels, I always call them my goofy angels because they're different angels that you maybe haven't heard of before. And Angel Shanti, what this is really about is just bringing a little bit more peace to your relationships. And what happens is as you become better at processing your emotions, and you become better at kind of controlling your own emotional world, if you will, then things just get smoother outside of you, and so you don't attract that drama. There are many people out there that drama helps them feel alive, right? And it's not... yeah, it's not the higher consciousness way, because obviously, we don't need to create drama. That's not part of really why we came here. And so what I'm just saying is, as you kind of fix things with yourself, then things around you will smooth out. So if you're having relationship issues or issues with someone else, it's not really about them. It's about you. They're triggering you in some way, shape, or form. And there's some things that you need to work through around that. And that's something that I help my coaching clients with. So if you do need help with that, certainly get in touch and let me know. I can certainly help you with that. Okay, so that's about the smoother road ahead. Okay, so Francesca is coming through. This is Angel Francesca. And Francesca is really wanting you to take some time to go within and figure out what it is that you really, really want. And this can be, and obviously this is related to relationships. So in your romantic relationship, in your family relationship with kids, with your parents, whomever it may be, they're wanting you to really take some time and visualize what it is that you want in that relationship. What would feel good to you, and what is it that you desire? And then as you do that, that is going to bring that about. And the other piece of this, so the other part that they're wanting to share with you around this, is that the focusing on what's wrong in the relationship or what's annoying you about that person is not helpful. It is not helpful. It's never going to help you get what you want. Just got to say that. So letting go of the negativity and really just working on focusing on what it is that you do like about that person, what it is that is feeling good about that relationship, because as you focus on the good stuff, that is what expands, and that is what you get more of, more good stuff, okay? So if you're constantly like harping on your partner or nagging your partner about doing something, they're not doing it, that's not the way to get that to shift at all. If you start, on the other hand, start complimenting them on what they are doing that you love and that you like, then they're going to want to do more for you, right? And they're going to be feel compelled to do those things that you've been wanting them to do for you, right? Okay, so it's that whole thing about, you get more bees with honey, right? And that's the case with relationships as well. And then we have Angel Fiona. And she is just coming in to let you know that now that you've asked for some help from the angels, even just watching this reading is really that call for help from the angels. And now that you've asked for that, they really want you to just open to receive it, okay? And so be in a place of receptivity where you're being open to the messages and the information that's coming through to you. The nudges that you're getting, the signs that you're getting, the things people mention to you, all of that stuff is messages. And so they are relaying information now to you that you've asked. And so just be open to receive it. And with these readings, I didn't mention it at the beginning, but I really, in order for you to hear what you need to hear in these readings, it really is a good idea to do a kind of a grounding meditation before you start listening. And I have a grounding meditation that's in the YouTube, on my YouTube channel here. And so I would encourage you, before you listen to the reading, just take, I don't even know how long the meditation is, not even 10 minutes probably. 5 minutes, something between 5 and 10, I think. So just take some time to listen to that meditation before you actually come and read watch the reading. And of course, you're already in this now that I'm telling you that, but just for future reference, that it's important to be grounded and centered in a place where you can actually hear and take in the information that they're sending to you. Because if you're in a place where you're rushing, you can't hear, you're in a coffee shop, whatever the case may be, you're not going to fully get the messages that they have for you. Okay, so that's part of being open as well. All right, so we've got a couple extra cards here. They're always giving me extra cards, right? And let's just see what these are about. So we have the Six of Fire. The fire cards are all about passion and action. And so this card is a victory card. So it is sort of that celebratory card, and it is about good news coming to you in the month of July. And part of this can be just being recognized for something, and so this can be a recognition of volunteer work, it can be a recognition in your career, it could be even just a great testimonial from a customer, right? That's recognition. Or somebody that says, wow, that really affected me, that really helped me. Which, by the way, if you enjoy this, are you enjoying this reading? I would love for you to comment below and just let me know what was your biggest takeaway, and what did you really enjoy about the readings, because that kind of gives me the kind of the gumption and the encouragement to continue doing them, if you will, right? So I'm pretty new at doing these readings, but I am enjoying them, and that's why I'm doing them, and also because I've been urged by the angels and my guides to do these readings for you all. Okay, so then we have the sensitivity card, which is Archangel Haniel. And Haniel is sort of our moon wisdom lady too, but this card around sensitivity is letting you know that you are getting a lot more sensitive to energy. And you probably will notice this in an empathic way, well, a number of different ways, but empathy is one of the ways that you might notice this, where you actually take on other people's energy. And so all of a sudden you're feeling fine, you're in a great day and whatever, and then you're communicating with someone or talking with someone and they are cranky, and all of a sudden you're cranky, right? You're sort of taking on that energy. So number one, don't participate when someone's having a complaining fest. Don't participate in that. Walk away. And then number two, just when you've been with some people that aren't very positive, just make sure you brush that off. Clear your energy field, you know, even before you would get into your vehicle or obviously before you go into your home. You're just kind of brushing that off, clearing that field. And if that doesn't do it, then you may have some, if they triggered you, you may have some internal work to do around that. And so just knowing that. And then, yeah, it's just energy and emotions that you're very sensitive to. So even watching your particular space. So if your space, if you haven't done feng shui and it's not your environment doesn't feel good to you, it's not going to energetically support you and the things that you want to draw in. So you really want to make sure that you are taking care to create an environment around you that lifts you up, right? And that makes you feel good and that doesn't drain your energy. So both of these are very important, to pay attention to the people and to the environments that may be physically draining you, right? Okay, and then we have from Archangel Raphael, ask your body for a message. And so our bodies are so flipping amazing. You just can't even imagine how amazing they are, but they are giving us information and messages all the time. And so if you're feeling off, like you're just energetically feeling, and so many people are right now, I can't even tell you how many what I'm calling sort of emergency angel readings I've been doing the last week. Just people calling out of the blue like, I really need to talk, you know, I really need a reading. And so they are, they're signing up for that. Oh, which by the way, I'm offering a special on my readings for through the end of July. So it's a summer special, and you just put in the code SUMMER, all caps, and that will give you 15% off any one of my readings. So just go ahead and use that code to, if you're struggling a little bit. But what they're saying is your body has information for you. So you can tap, and I can help you with that also, but you can do it by yourself as well. You can tap into the information that your body has for you and pull out that wisdom. So when your body is feeling, you know, you're feeling tense. Yesterday I had a, oh gosh, the front of my neck was just like, I was actually processing some really, oh, it's a crazy day. I was processing a lot of emotions. And so I had this like in the front of my neck, just like literally it felt like a golf ball in there, right? Like hard steel golf balls, what it felt like in the front of my neck. But once I processed the emotions, it went away. So that's the power of helping, you know, asking your body for the message and then processing through those emotions. All right. So we have Angel Ray, and they're letting you know that yoga and exercise is really important right now to help keep your physical body feeling good so that you can do the work that you've been guided to do and have the energy to do it. So really it helps not only your physical body, yoga and exercise also helps your mind as well. And it helps you with the spiritual growth. So getting outside, exercising, yoga, those type of things will help you with your, you know, your spiritual growth as well. So it's one of those things that just helps keep you in balance as you're going through some of this stuff. Because there's so many of us that are going through really lots of shifts and changes. And we're still in 3 retrogrades right now. I don't recall all the dates, but through at least August, we're still in 3 of them, and then through September a couple more. So there's a lot of relationship stuff coming up with that. Lots of, you know, sort of worries around finances and love relationships is some of the stuff that's coming up around that. Okay. And this is Rosetta. I really like this card. Such a sweet, sweet angel, Rosetta. And what this is about is just letting you know that you do have a gift for working with young people. And so if you're not currently doing that, that might be something that you know, if you feel called to that, if that resonates with you, that you might consider, because it's part of your divine purpose. And it's not necessarily always like teaching children, it might just be parenting, right? It can be just raising those children. And so that's something that you came here to do, and that's something that is part of your divine purpose in life, is to be able to help raise these children. And many of your children are what we call kind of those star children, or crystal children, and so they do have a lot more sensitivities. And so as you explore and figure out what works for you, then sharing that with them is important. And salt baths, in particular, if you have kids that are crystal children, salt baths, a lot of salt baths, right? That's going to help clear their little energy fields, and it helps yours as well. So just keep that in mind. So that is what we have, Cancer, for the month of July. Remember, have fun, enjoy your life, and the last little message is they just want you to get outside, get in nature, walk in the grass, be, in the presence of nature and animals is really going to help you in the month of July. So that's all I have for you. Much love. Did you enjoy your angel reading? I'm sure questions have popped up for you about specifics in your own life. To get answers personalized just for you, click below to schedule your appointment. You can use coupon code ANGEL20 to save 20% on any one of my readings. For more information about me and Finding Your Fiji services, go to findingyourfiji.com. Enjoy your day.